So in our last video, I have successfully completed the backend APIs for video uploading and video playing. So in this video, I am going to implement UI part. We will implement UI in React.js obviously, and we will use React Bootstrap libraries, UI libraries for making our UI responsive. So without wasting time, I will first show you that this is our base path. So in UI we are going to use our base URL first, like localhost, and the port number, our port number is, you can see our port number is 8010. So I'm going to create, already I have created one UI React.js project. I hope you people know that how to create React project, so I will show you once. In order to create a React project, choose the folder, go to that folder and write npx create React app and the name of the file which you want to give, name of the project, the video upload, I can give upload. So like that you can give. So I already created the project, so I am not going to create any projects. And some library which I have imported is npm install React Bootstrap Axios React Strap as well. And one more library I used is that React circular progress bar. This progress bar I am using in get call, where if suppose we have many videos, many files, and there might be some time lapse, it means it might have take some few seconds, so I want to use that loader using React circular progress bar. So npm install these 4 libraries is enough for now. I think yeah, it's enough. So enter there. As soon as you will enter, you will see after completion of this, you will see those libraries here. So React Strap, React Bootstrap, and the Bootstrap and the Axios, and this library, that React circular progress bar, this. So yeah, it's created. Now I will go to the folders. I will create one folder. That is app.js. There is nothing, but I removed already the React templates. In index.js it should look like that only. Make sure to import the Bootstrap, these two things, React Bootstrap, in order to use the Bootstrap and the circular progress bar CSS style. And in app.js there is nothing. I deleted the app.css file and index.css file. So now I am going to create one folder, that's components folder, components folder. Inside that folder I will create one base URL. I will create one file, base URL, base URL.js. In this base URL, what I am going to write is export const in the base URL equal to. So previously I told you that our base URL will be localhost, and the port number which I am using in server side, and the path. Before that we have to add HTTP as well. HTTP, yeah, this is going to our base URL for all the calls. After that, what is the, apart from that, what is the extra path which we are assigning in the mapping server side? We will add those things. We can see in our controller. After API, suppose we have to save the file, is that save. To get the all video, this is going to be our path. And the for get mapping, get by ID is going to we have to pass our ID in the path variable. It is for posting the video, and this is for playing the video. So these are going to our file path, API path. so it's okay. Now I will create one more folder, one more file. It's going to videos apis.js. In this folder file, what I am going to write is all the API essential calls I will write here, and I will try to import in the component where we are rendering or posting the video. I'm not going to write API inside our component from where which we are going to render our videos, or we are going to post our video, or they may be update call and the delete call. So I will separate the API's call from our components. So I will write here first I will have to import the base URL import. This base URL from base URL. Then we have to import Axios from Axios. Yeah, this two is enough for now. First I will write API for get all video call, and we can look in our database that there is some data which we are going to fetch now using UI. So yeah, we can see there is 1 2 3 or 4 5 or 6 data is there, for which only 2 have the videos. So when we will render this API call in UI, we will see that only 2 cards will have the video and the rest of them will be empty. So without, I'm going to create one more file, get videos.js. As I previously told you, I'm going to use React Bootstrap cards here. So I'm going to create those things. Import React. We are going to use a state and the use effect as well from React. You have to import some packages like column, rows, containers, from React Bootstrap. Yeah, and we have to import some links and params, and the toast message we'll use later. For now I think it's enough. We have to import one more thing, that we have to create our API here first. Get all videos. So in API, what is our path? We have to check in the backend first. This is our path along with our base URL. So I will write here only export const get all videos. Yeah, I will return Axios dot, it is get call, and our base URL along with our API path is this. Hope it will work. Now I am going to import it in our get component, that API. So I will move to our get videos and I will import get all videos, from videos API. Now I can use in this component that API. So I will create first one React functional component, const view post. I will create one arrow function here, and before doing anything I have to create one use state where we can actually handle the state, because initially we are going to fetch the array of objects along with the files. So initially if the data is not there, it should be an array object, and we should store set data after fetching the API. After fetching the data from API, we have to set somewhere else. So in order to set that data, I will create one use state, const data set data, yeah, this, and use state, and I want to load the data. If there is much data and huge number of data, so I want a loader should be shown in our UI user interface. So I will declare one loader also, const loading set loading, yeah, use state. Initially it will be false, and when the data is loading, it will become true. I will set later it. So this is the API, this is the call where I'm going to call that API video API, get all. It is going to be a async call, asynchronous call. Asynchronous call in JavaScript nothing but actually we know that the JavaScript is asynchronous by default. So making it asynchronous, there is one advantage of making it asynchronous is, suppose we have the number of code, we have a bunch of components, and in a single components we have a much data and one API call which might take some times, and it will stop the next line to execute. So I will make that call asynchronously. So what will happen is the call will be parallelly, a call will be in progress, and the next line will execute parallelly. That is the advantage of the asynchronous call in the Java. So making the call synchronous call asynchronously, so we use async await in our API call. So that's what I'm going to use now. So I will write async, one arrow function will be there, and I will handle the try and catch also in order to handle error. Const in response, see here, in response what I want to get is the data from API, the get all video. So I will make a call here await, and the same API I am calling here, which will give over the data, and then I will set that data into response dot data. Yeah, so here what I am going to get is our actual data here. I'm missing something, R here, yeah, try. So now we already fetched our data. Now what we have to do is set loading equal to true. It will set our loader to true, and in catch block, catch I will error, I will log that error in alert. Yeah, this message, or we can log error also. Yeah, error. So this is the call which will give our all the APIs videos file. So that's not enough to render in UI. What we have to do, whenever we open that component, it should automatically mount that component. So we will use effect for that. And I will load this function inside that use effect. Yeah, that's enough. So yeah, it's enough. Now what I am going to do is, in return statement, I will write one div tag and I will export all the data. So in container I will write container here, container. Inside that container I will write a card, because I want to render in a card a video will be, and then below description should show card. Inside that card row will be there. Inside row I will iterate all the data. So I will first loading, I will load the data first, and data dot I will map each data to some post. Now this data will be rendered here, so I will show in column only. Inside that column I'll give some lg, I will give some lg equal to in one, okay, for full screen I will show 3. It means in one row it should show 4 cards for large screen, and for medium I will give the 6 only, and for a small screen I will give 12 and the excess 12. Yeah, it's okay. And I will give one key equal to post.id. Yeah, id is nothing but our this id which I wrote in database, this id. It will map with each id, it will iterate. I will take one more card for video tag. Inside that card I will give some class name, margin y-axis equal to, I will give some 3 or 4, you can take by your own which will look good. I will give padding 3, rounded horizontal 90. Okay, yeah. Inside that I will give card dot header. It's showing error. Okay, it's capital H. Here as well it will be capital H. Inside that header I will give some header name like something. Yeah, we can give something header name. For now I will give just videos. After that header we have to give card body. Card, yeah, showing card body, card dot body. In this card body I will take one div tag for video tag. In that tag I will use video tag. Yeah, in this video tag I will give some control with controls. It is the inbuilt controls, and the width of the card I will give is 40%. I can give 250, and height I can give h height equal to, I will give some 150 and 200 you can take. After that we have to give source. In that source we have to pass our URL, video URL. So I will have to write source equal to the base URL and the path of the video. Yeah, this is our path of the for playing video. And after that we have to pass post ID as well, because one by one it will iterate to ID only. So I will pass host.id. So it will give our whole thing. Yeah, I think it's enough. So I will format this data first. It's not looking good. Format document. I will format documents. Yeah, enter here, and again I will enter first. After the video tag, what we have to give is our card title. This is the card body closing. Before the closing the body, we have to give card title. Card dot title. So in card title, I will take the post title only. What is the title of the video? Post dot title. After that, we have to give the text. Some, if you want some text, then we can give, or otherwise we can show our all the essential data which you want to render there. So for now, I want to show just this title and the video. Yeah, that's enough. I will run the code first. Yeah, here. Start. Hope it should work. First check our backend file is running or not. Yeah. This is also running.